Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I am super excited to give you some makeup tips and suggestions, recommendations. And something that's super cool is we actually have a color card that you can request if you haven't requested one yet. Or if you've had one and you have it coming, it is awesome because it gives you like tutorials of where to put eyeshadow number 1, number 2, number 3. So it's kind of like a paint by number card. And so that is super cool. Yes, oh, Andrea, I thought I sent you some. I'll have to double check. It would have been in your last order. So double check and see if you see that. So some of the fun things that I want to talk about tonight is I'm going to do a little advanced glamour, and I've already got some color on. Actually, it's from this morning. So this is my 11-hour makeup look. And a couple of my tricks that I love to use is eye primer. And I also love to use foundation primer underneath my foundation. I feel like that always blurs the appearance of the pores. And then lip primer to help keep your lipstick on longer or all day. And then lash primer to kind of condition the lashes so that when you go and put on mascara, you don't put on too much, or it helps it from getting clumpy. So I really like lash primer. Also, if you have dark lashes and you are like, you know what, I don't know that I want to wear mascara, but I'd like to curl my lashes and kind of just strengthen them, the lash primer is great for that. And so I'm just going to kind of go over some fun tips. And I know that I posted a picture of an eyeshadow look, and I know that that one is super popular. I will post, let me bring up a picture of that so that that way you can kind of see, hey, you know what? That is a fun eye look. Because I feel like if you have blue eyes, browns and gold are great. If you have hazel eyes, then green or kind of army colors are really pretty, but also hazel eyes tend to manipulate. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're green, and purple is great for brown eyes, green eyes, and hazel eyes. So this is kind of an example of a color look. I'm going to actually accent it and do some of these colors tonight. I know that some of you were excited. I also did a pick 3 numbers of our color compact that you don't feel like would go together. So I'll do some videos of those colors. And what I did do is I did my foundation. I always cleanse, moisturize my face before putting on makeup so that it preps your makeup. And so I do the primer and then I put on my foundation. Now I love our matte 3D foundation. And the reason for that is because it doesn't transfer. So as it sets 15 minutes, you can press it. It doesn't come off on your phone. It doesn't come off on your clothes. It doesn't come off on your significant other. So I love our foundation. It also has the TimeWise logo, which means it's anti-aging. So it's anti-aging your skin while it's on your skin. Okay, something new that we have recently came out with is our silky, I call it silky. It's silky, silky setting powder. But I am a light beige, and I went up a shade darker and did the deep beige. And I want to show you what I've done with the deep beige. So this actually has where you can turn it on, turn it off, open it, close it. So hopefully you don't get too much on there. And then what I like to do is put a little bit on my brush, and then I can use it as a contour. So look at the difference that it does on that. Now I did do it, on the other side earlier today, but so I just put it right below my cheek. Also, if you feel like you have you want a smaller forehead, you can do it along the hairline. They do also what's called the 3 with the bronzing. Sometimes if you want to look a little tanner, what I like to do is put a little on my nose, little on my chin. That gives me a little bit of a sun-kissed glow. And as we are heading out of winter and going into summer, we want that little sun-kissed glow, right? So that just gave me a little bit more color. It gave me more contouring, and it's a wow, right? A wow. Okay, so then after I've contoured with my cheeks, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some color on them. You always start back in the hairline, and the reason for that is because wherever you start is where you put the most product. And then I'm just going to come on the cheekbone. Now you can see the definition. So I feel like the contouring made my face look thinner, and then the coloring, it just pops the cheekbone. There you go. So that's super fun. Also, we have under eye concealers that are great. And you guys join me on May 1st. I know that's a little bit of ways because I'm going to share with you some fun products that are coming out for the summer. Okay, so the other thing that I like to do, so I'm going to kind of go in. So I've got my cheeks done already. I told you before I do the primer on my lashes, then I put on mascara, and then what I like to do is I got this angle brush that you can do in the crease. And as you remember, I said, okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do a little bit of this purple. Okay, so the colors, and these may be different than your color palette. My favorite color palette that I sent out to most of you that have it has Blossom, Sunlit, and then also Merlot. So I'm going to use, oh yeah, we'll get some Time Wise foundation. We'll match you. We have a cool survey too that can give you a match on that. So I'm going to use the Sweet Plum. So I already have some browns on my eyelid for today. And then I'm just going to go over it with the Sweet Plum. And like I said, the Sweet Plum is a lighter purple. And what I like about it is it really pops. You can see how much crystal clear and like more brown my eyes are compared to this one. See how it just really brings attention to that brown. Also, what's nice is green eyes. This is beautiful with green eyes. And I really feel like even the Sweet Plum is pretty with blue eyes. And then of course, hazel. You're just like a chameleon and everything looks good with hazel. So there's the purple. It doesn't look as purple on my skin tone because of as much brown that I have underneath it. So then next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Blossom highlighter underneath my brows. I always like to do the darker color in the crease and then do a highlighter just right underneath the arch of my brows. Now, if my brows were thick the same across, I would do it thick same across. Since I kind of have where it goes thicker, well, and then it goes, I just am going to follow. So I do my underbrow next after I've done the crease. Okay, so going back to the look that I'm doing. Now I don't have any fake lashes on. I'm going to do tonight. But this one also has the sunlit rose. I'm going to put that one on my eyelid. Also, another color that's really pretty for that is the rose gold. So this is kind of like the rose gold. It looks like an earth tone color. And I'm just going to put that one just lightly on the inner too. And that just kind of helps to lighten that area. You can see how it just made my eye kind of more pop. So do the sunlit on the eyelid right there. And then the rose gold is going to go on the inside. And that just helps to brighten that. Voila. Okay. Recently, we have come out with, I talked about lip primers. So this actually you put on before. Again, it has the code word Time Wise. So it is age fighting on your lips as well. And if you ever find that your lipstick bleeds into the fine lines, this will help prevent that. You do your Cupid's V first, then take it from the top to the corner, top to the corner, and just gives more definition for your lips. As we get mature, our lip lines can fade. So that's where lip liner is very valuable. We have shades that come in coral, red. What I'm using is the medium nude. So those are something that's super fun. One of the new lipstick colors that we have that I've really enjoyed is called Poetic Pink. I feel like it's just a pretty kind of neutral. It looks a little coral on the screen, but it's actually a very good spring pink color. And then going into summer, it's even a great summer color as well. I probably would hold off on this from the winter. Well, I think you could do winter too, but maybe fall, I might do a little bit more coral. Okay. So that is lips. I did lip liner. You can always top it with gloss. If you do gloss, you always do the bottom and then blot the top. If you do gloss on the top, gloss on the bottom, you might look a little too moist for your lips. How do you know a good lip color for you? One is if you smile, it makes your teeth look whiter. And then also with the right eye colors, it makes your eye colors stand out more. So that's how you know specifically the right shade for you. Okay, when it comes to eyeliner, so I just did shadows. I personally eyeshadow my brows. Also, we have brow pencils that are great that make your brows look microbladed. So they go and just give you really great precision. And then with our gel eyeliner, I personally like to do the gel. The gel kind of gives, again, the model where she kind of has that more defined look. And so with the eyeliner, I just go right at the base of my lashes. And you can see how it just gives it a little bit more definition and how it makes my eye look more open. Now I had eyeliner on before. This is just freshening up, making it more of an evening look. The other thing is if you have a hooded shape eye, and what I mean by hooded means that most of your eyelid actually covers. And so you can't see as much of this part of your eyelid because under the brow comes down low. Or if your space between your lashes and your brow is smaller, you can actually apply eyeliner underneath on that waterline and it looks phenomenal. It may feel uncomfortable or weird at first, but it so defines your eye. It opens it, it lifts it without worrying about your eyeliner transferring or your eyeliner taking that whole space. My eyes are actually a more standard shape, which means that they're pretty equal on top as they are on the bottom. Okay, if you are tuning in and watching the live, I like to do giveaways. And so what I have is a box of, we got more viewers when I said giveaways. So these are boxes numbers 1 through 12. And I have you comment in the thread of the live video. You put a number and then a question. And then I'm going to either answer the question on screen or I'm going to answer privately to get you those prizes. So super fun. Okay, so I did this eye. Now I'm going to add to the other eye. And here is the key too, is that if you like to do kind of a cat eye look, you can just take it as a wing and kind of go up towards your brow. And that will help to just kind of lift it. Okay, here's the key with eyeliner. If you do the bottom, the top is a must. The bottom is optional. If you only do the bottom, what happens is it makes you look tired. And we do not want tired eyes, right? We want bright and awake eyes. So I am going to do, so that was the gel, and it has this awesome brush, folds up. You can put it away. And the gel to me is kind of like, gives you that defined look, but a soft instead of the wet pen look. But the wet pen is a great, easy tool as well. So here is, I'm using the mechanical. So this is actually, it glides on. You don't need to sharpen it, but you can shape it. What I mean by that is you can see how it has that little curve. And what I love about it is you just kind of go, oops, I lost the top. You go left, right, and it just gives that more of a point to your eyeliner. So when you go and do it, it's a little thinner, and then you can just go right at the base of your lashes. I also, look how much more open that eye is, you guys. Check out that compared to that eye. I also prefer to do eye primer underneath my eye. I found that that actually helps minimize my eyeliner from running, smudging, and ours is waterproof, but I still sometimes would get that extra oil around that area. So that is one benefit with eyeliner on the top and the bottom is your eyes look more open. That's one thing that makeup does, is it just helps to enhance your natural beauty. It's not to cover up your face, make you look like a whole different person. It's just to enhance your natural beauty. Okay, liquid eyeshadow, how to make it look good. Okay, so one thing with liquid eyeshadow, is I don't have mine with me at the moment, but what you do is, I would say, is you do a dab and then you pat it to blend it. If you're using it in the crease, then you can blend it in the crease and just pat it. Oftentimes with the liquid, I find that one of our biggest mistakes is that we use too much or we try to paint it on. Don't do that. You just kind of lightly dab like little dots, and then you pat it or blend it in with either your finger or we have a wet cream brush is what I call it. It's our eye cream brush. And then again, you can use the, like, for example, the light beam can go underneath. That brightens and highlights. You just pat. The purple Nova would be pretty on the eyelid or in the crease. Same with the meteor shower in the crease as well. So that is a great question, Andrea. So thank you, thank you. And guys, also, when you curl your lashes, make sure to curl after you do the lash primer, or excuse me, before you do the lash primer. I always curl my lashes, then I do the lash primer, and then I put on my mascara. And I like the primer to have a little bit of time to dry, and then I go and add the mascara. We also have brow tints. So you can actually tint your brows after you shadow or after you pencil if you want a little bit more definition, or if you want them to be set so that they don't rub off, smudge off, things like that. So definitely. Okay, Andrea, did you pick a number 1 through 12? And then anyone else that's watching, if you want to pick a number 1 through 12, and then I want you to type in a question. And the question I want you to type in is a Mary Kay about the company, Mary Kay about the opportunity or the business plan. So then that way I can answer it, which is great training, but then also helps me to share what I love. I've actually been teaching skincare with Mary Kay for 22 years, and I am a mom. I worked my business 8 years prior to having a family. And I love the flexibility that Mary Kay gives me to be a work from home mom, but also my sanity that I still get to connect with women. I still get to socialize. I get to party for fun. And I really enjoy that. And then I also feel like, my confidence has grown, my self-esteem has grown while serving others. And also learning tips and techniques to enhance my makeup application. So it builds my confidence as well. Okay, Andrea, you picked number 12. So I am going to pull out number 12 for you. Ta-da! Okay, let's see what is in number 12. I always surprise myself. Okay, you'll have to let me know if you have one of these already. This is a rustic eyeshadow, which actually I think was one of the browns that I had on before. So there is that. And that is a gorgeous, this is one of my favorite browns. It's a very like light daytime color to use. Awesome. Okay. And then this one, I forgot to mention that when you register on StreamYard, you can go to, let's see, if you go to oh, good, you love it. Yes, you like browns, very comfortable. So you could actually do like the light beam and then put that rustic in the crease, and that would be super pretty. Okay, so if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, that will enable your comments to display your name on the screen. So that's super cool. And so this one is a question. It's number. So 3 is the number. How many products does Mary Kay have for oily skin? Okay, that's a great question. It's a great skincare question, which I sent skincare samples. So you could do skincare samples if you requested samples. So you could do that independently. A couple products that are great is we have the oil mattifier. And that I actually put on before I do the foundation primer if my skin is looking a little shiny after moisturizing. We also have an oil-free hydrating gel that's great if a moisturizer cream is a little too heavy for your skin. We also have what's called beauty blotters, and they actually are about the size of a debit or a credit card. They're very fine woven tissue linen, and they fit in a wallet, in a purse, and it comes with 75 of those sheets, and you can press it against your makeup, and it absorbs the oil without taking off your makeup. The other thing that's really good is let's see, we did the oil mattifier, the oil-free hydrating gel, and then we have the 3D skincare that's designed for combination to oily skin. Also, one of my favorites is the charcoal mask. That one actually helps to absorb excess oils as well as deep clean the pores. And then the foundation, for example, I use the matte foundation. This one is good for combination to oily skin, but then I use more normal to dry for my skincare routine. So we do have a variety. Something that's really cool that Mary Kay has, we have 2 different apps. One of the apps that we have is our Mirror Me app, and that's where you can download, take a selfie, and virtually try on makeup. The second app is called the Skin Analyzer, and that allows you to take a selfie, and then it tells you products that are specifically recommended for either the eye area, evening out skin tone, or helping with oiliness or fine lines, improving those fine lines. And so I love that it allows you to do it at your time, your pace, and it be a virtual option for you. Okay, so let me show you some tips with application, and hopefully you'll be able to see this on my screen. You can kind of see, I'll download this or upload this in the group so you can see. It gives you the contouring map based on your face shape. It also gives you eye direction, like application based on your eye shape. So I love that specifics. And then here's some cosmetic specials and deals and sets. And so, for example, we have the Ultimate Color Set. That one is 204. And that comes with the under eye concealer, foundation, primer for eyes, primer for face, eyeliner, mascara, your lipstick, your color look, your translucent powder. And then we have our basic color set, which is 146. And then our color look, which is 101. And then you can focus on eyes, or you can focus on your lips or your lashes, or extending your makeup longer, your primers, your brows. And then, of course, I will say this, your tools, the brushes that you use make a world of a difference. It's just like cooking. Have you ever cooked with really good pots and pans? Very rarely do things burn. However, if you have poor quality pots and pans, things can easily burn. Well, luckily your face isn't going to burn by using different brushes, but I do recommend, and also you want to wash your brushes about once, like every couple days, or once a week at least, or heaven forbid, once a month. Just because makeup gets built up in them, and then it helps keep it fresh so you don't mix in colors. But you guys, I have actually had this brush for 4 years when it launched, and this is my foundation brush. I love it. It's so soft when it's clean. And then these brushes I have had for probably 14 years. Very rarely do I ever have any brush bristles fall out on my face or anything like that. So when you invest in good brushes, they will last you a long, long time. And then we have our Pro Compact, our travel bag, our finishing set. That's the other thing. If you have oily skin and you feel like your makeup melts throughout the day, if you use a finishing spray, it's almost like hairspray, but for your makeup, but it doesn't make your face sticky. And that helps set your makeup as well. So I kind of like to use the analogy as the primers are like your gels for your hair. The facial spray is like hairspray for your hair. And so you can use them together or you can use them individually. But that's another great cosmetic product that helps with oily skin. So I like to stay closer to more primers for those of you that have normal to dry skin, just so you don't feel flaky. And then make sure you use a great hydrator, so when you apply your foundation, it looks smooth and it looks fresh. So, and then also some fun games is we have what's called the tic-tac-toe board. So if there are 3 products that I shared with you today that you are excited about, you're running out of, you want to order or reorder, filling in that tic-tac-toe with 3 boxes is going to give you a travel size eye makeup remover. And if you fill out the whole box, 9 squares, then that is going to get you a travel size eye makeup remover and travel size lip glosses of 5 different color of lip glosses. Super fun for any, I don't know about you, but I think a lot more of us are starting to travel or wanting to travel. And so that will give you a great opportunity. Okay, I'm going to open number 3. And those of you that also put your numbers down, I will privately reach out to you to answer those questions and then also tell you your prize. So we have $15 gift card. So for our guest who chose number 3, congratulations. And you have a $15 gift card. And I know you had also commented that you were needing some mascara, or not mascara, sorry, foundation. So we'll make sure we can use that towards it. So thank you so much for joining me for some fun color makeup tips. I hope you learned something new. I hope you had fun. And I look forward to being your Mary Kay girl, taking care of your skin for the next 5, 10, 15 years or a lifetime. Here is my personal website so you can shop from me and also have access to our foundation quiz to pick out the right shadow for you. Also, you can get more info on those apps that I talked about and picking out the right colors, seeing the right colors, and playing with the right colors. And feel free to reach out to me if you're like, hey, can you give me a couple lipstick suggestions or some cheek color suggestions or eyeshadow suggestions, or I want a whole makeover on my makeup. You know, that's what I'm for. I'm your beauty consultant in and out. So through and through. So thank you so much for your time this evening or this morning if you're watching the recording. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.